Good enough, others. Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast shit again, San Jose, California. So we are looking at these handlebar bags. Just got them in, unboxing, and just kind of give you guys some options in case you're trying to get a little bit of extra luggage capacity on your bikes. So we have this one, Kemimoto. This one is a smaller saddlebag, not saddlebag, sorry. A smaller handlebar bag. And the reason why, of course, I was looking at a smaller one is I have a Plex audio system on my bike. If I use the bigger one, I'm going to be covering up my speakers. So this one's about half the size. Kemimoto, there's the part. I'll leave the link in the description. So you can see it's about half the size of the full handlebar bag. So this one, of course, pretty inexpensive. I say, how much is this? About 34 bucks. I believe I had this one before. I had it before. Somehow I misplaced it. I don't know where it is, but this looks to be the same brand that I had about 2 years ago. So it's held up very nicely. Of course, you do have some fading of the sun, but these straps are pretty heavy duty. I haven't had any issue with this one falling off. I just don't know where I placed it while I was building out the Sportster again. I misplaced the parts, and like I said, the reason why I stopped using this one is because the Plex audio system. I didn't want to cover up my speakers. So you can see it's a little bit of a mess. I'm currently painting some parts for my bike, and just to kind of give you guys a look at what we have this not weatherproof, but weather resistant zippers. I'm not sure what are these called, but you can see the inside. You have two main bags, and then of course you have expandable slots here as well. You can see the top of it as well. It's the same type of zipper. It's not a high vis like you get with traction supply, because it's, of course, it's orange on the inside. But I mean, you really know what's in here. I mean, you really don't have to dig in here. If you have tools in here, this is what you're going to be putting in. If you have a foldable backpack or something, you're going to put that in here. It's going to fit in this, and it's also going to fit in this one too as well. So they're both pretty good. You also have some additional luggage here if you want to kind of zip something down right here, or something that's a little bit larger or whatnot. You could of course do that and just, you know, zip it down or tie it down. Of course, like I said, two main pockets, a lot of, you know, storage here, a lot. You could put, you could also put your tool bag. You know, it's about, I don't know how big this is. You guys will have to look at the Amazon description. You can see what it looks like when it's fully expanded, okay? So this one fits very nicely on the bike. Like I said, I've had this one for a while. So let's go ahead and look at the new one. This is from Kemimoto, and like I mentioned, half the size of the other one. So this one will run you, what is it, 30 bucks? I believe 30 bucks. And this one actually has the high vis on the inside of the bag, so that's pretty neat. You have a little bit of high vis, and if you need to, you could actually detach your handlebar bag. Is it on camera? Here we go. Let's lift it up a little bit more. If you have to carry it with you, you could detach your handlebar bag and carry it around, kind of like a sling bag. You can, you know, check that out. That looks pretty neat. I like having that ability. And of course, you could always just, you know, remove this, of course, and tuck it into the handlebar bag if you don't want it sticking out. And once again, we look at the inside, high vis, kind of like the traction supply. So that's also neat. Kemimoto, good job on that. And you also have a zipper as well on this one. So you have a few compartments on the inside of this. You put your tools. If you have a GoPro, that will fit in there. Your GoPro is going to fit in there. If you have a little mini tripod and you're motovlogging or whatnot, you can put that in there. You could also have your insurance information, your registration in here as well. You also have another little mini bag here. This has a soft micro fiber padding on the inside, so this would be great for sunglasses, you know, or whatever, some eyewear. You could put that in there. Then of course you also have some little slots here. You could put your tire pressure gauge in here as well, with a couple other tools. Go ahead and put them in there. That's what I typically do on mine. And then on the back of it, of course, you have a few straps. You could also move these to up here. These feel a little bit more solid than this one. These feel a little bit more heavy duty than the one over here on this other side. This is a very neat handlebar bag. Kemimoto, little subtle branding, of course. I like that it's got the American flag. Yes, it's probably made in China, but hey, most stuff is. So pretty neat. Nice little handlebar bag. Of course, you guys can let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Which one are you looking to rock? You're looking to have the larger one. That's one thing that I noticed on this one. Let's see, the zippers, I think this one has the regular zippers. You see that? And this one has like the weather resistant zipper. You can see it's like a plastic finish. So I'm guessing, I mean, they're not going to be weatherproof, but I believe this one might do a little bit better against, you know, rain and stuff like that. Of course, we live here in California. It rarely rains, but I mean, it looks pretty sealed. It doesn't have that same plastic finish, but I'm guessing this would do pretty good against the rain. So they're both great options, guys. All right, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching yet another video. I'll put it on the bike, and then I guess you guys can let me know which one you guys prefer. Stay tuned. All right, so there we have it, guys. The Kemimoto handlebar bag is installed, and man, this thing looks good. I also noticed it has some extra straps down here, so in case you have to tie in like a sleepover bag or do something, it's got extra straps. But I really don't have a lot of room here because of the Plex audio system. But you could tie down like a blanket or something with these fasteners, and they could also come out. Of course, they could also come out. You guys can see where it goes through. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you could definitely pull these out if you don't want to have those on there. But man, this thing looks great. It fits perfect. You guys can see it blends in. It's super solid. I mean, it's right on the money as far as, you know, it being attached to the handlebars. And like I said, I like it because I still have room for my speakers, so it's not blocking the sound to my tunes, which is neat. This one, on the other hand, you can see where it's resting on the Plex audio system. So I think I could probably get this to work, of course, but I think the larger one, it's just going to be a little bit in the way. You can see how I'm trying to tuck it in, and it's already blocking my speakers. So this one's seated, the other one's seated, the larger bag seated on my handlebars. You can see it's right on my Plex audio system, so that's going to be blocking sound, and I don't want to do that at all. But of course, you'll have extra luggage, but you can also see where it's pinched between the risers and the Plex audio system. So even if I wanted to rock the bigger handlebar bag, I'm going to be limited to about this size anyways. So this one, I could actually utilize all of the capacity of the handlebar bag, and then I can still have that high vis on the inside. You guys can check that out. So I'm very happy with the Kemimoto one. I like it, and it's solid in there, guys. Look at that. So I think I'm gonna keep this one. This one I'll probably put it on my other bike. So life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.